in a company, we Cinco. Anybody have Cinco shares? Y'all happy? Anybody get the IPO? Good job. We're going to talk a little bit more about Cinco later. Alright? So then, we just said that the stock market is just another market. So why is it so complicated? Why is it that persons don't really understand what it is? I want to pose to you that the issue is with how we communicate the information as it relates to the stock market. Most of it is hyperfluent, most of it is centered around jargon, and so it intimidates a person who might even have a genuine interest in investing in the stock market. Alright? And our mission, which is something we have in common with Ms. Kalila Reynolds. How many of you follow Kalila Reynolds? You? Alright, well, you need to follow Kalila Ray on Twitter. Alright? She gives out a lot of information and presents a lot of opportunities within the stock market. So, what we aim to do is to make the stock market easy to understand. For if we can do that, we would have eliminated the fear and we would have encouraged more people to actually participate in the exchange and benefit from the opportunities that exist there. How many of us know that the Jamaica Stock Exchange is now in its third year running as the best performing stock exchange in the world? Go? Very good. Okay. So if you go on the Jamaica Stock Exchange's website and you click on that running bar, you get to a page like this. Now I want to put to you that this page is not unlike this. Hopefully by the end of me talking about this, you'll be able to appreciate that this and this are one and the same thing. So what are we looking at here? This is the market quote from the Jamaica Stock Exchange. It's a direct screenshot. And what it is showing is the different products. Again, I wish I had the people. But it is showing you the different products. They're listed as securities on the left-hand side. So if we were to go through, and if time allows, I will do a live demonstration of that. That would be okay? So, once you start using the stock exchange enough, you then start to appreciate what these seemingly arbitrary letters and numbers mean. But each of these represents a different product, a different company that's listed on the stock exchange. So let's see. For example, GK. It's just telling you that those are the shares for Grace Kennedy. And if you go across, what you're seeing is a dollar value. Most of these are in Jamaican, and 60 Jamaican dollars. What that is saying is that Grace Kennedy shares currently sell for 60 Jamaican dollars. Alright? At the end, we're going to come back to this, and we're going to actually... Okay, so in essence, the stock market operates just like any other market. There are, however, certain regulations and certain stipulations that govern the operation of the stock market. That being done jointly through the Financial Services Commission and the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Okay, so in terms of the operation of the stock market, you all know that you can buy and sell shares, alright? But the process actually begins when a company decides to do an IPO. An IPO is when a company seeks to raise funds from the general public in order to fund some initiative to foster or to promote growth in the company. So it could be that they're doing expansion, it could be that they're doing an acquisition, but it could also be that it's an exit for the initial shareholders of the company. Meaning, the persons who build the company from the ground up are are now looking to basically get out of that business and into something else. The stock market also serves as an avenue for the divestment of government assets. And you would have seen one example of that being Wigton. There are two others slated to come on board, one being Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited, and the other being the government's stake in JPS. Alright? So that's the starting point. And they do this through offers on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Now, if the companies actually raise the minimum amount of funds, they can actually apply to be listed. There is no guarantee that a company that issues a prospectus will be listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. And this is very important to remember. We have not seen it in recent times, but there are at least 2 cases in history where companies have issued prospectus, have applied to be listed on the exchange, and were not allowed to list on the stock exchange. Alright? Where did the question come from? Okay. It could be one, the main reason would be that they did not raise the minimum required. So if you're trying to raise funds on the junior stock market, you must raise at least 50 million Jamaican dollars. If you're going for the main market, you must raise at least 500 million. So let's say, for example, I decide to put out an IPO for Caribbean Value Investor. Probably only 30% of you have heard of Caribbean Value Investor. And you may not fully understand what the business is. You may be concerned that, okay, so the company makes money by publishing articles and they generate revenue by ads being on the website. But how many people are using the website? Is this company going to make more money such that my investment will be profitable? And if you and say the rest of your friends decide that, okay, you're not going to participate in that IPO, I would have not been able to raise the minimum requirement, the required capital, and so I would not be able to list on the stock exchange. Okay? Okay, so, where was I? Right, so the minimum funds that they can apply, if they raise the minimum funds, the minimum amount, then they can apply to be listed. And the brokers play a dual role in this transaction. The first role that the brokers play is that they are the lead arrangers for these IPOs. So they are the ones who arrange the transaction, they make sure that the documents are all in line, and that the company, there is at least some value in the company for shareholders to find it enticing. Okay? The second function that the brokerage houses play is that of allowing you to purchase the shares and sell them in the future. Here's why that's important. You as an individual are not able to sell your shares between persons. You actually have to go through a broker. So even if, for example, I wanted to give my shares in NCB to my brother or to my sister, unless they were initially co-signed on the equity account, I would not be able to transfer the shares to them. I'd actually have to sell the shares and they buy it. And that arrangement could be facilitated through the broker. So you tell the broker, hey, I'm coming to sell 400 units of NCD and I want to sell it to this person. And they will actually facilitate that transaction. We've actually done that in the past with one of my companies. Okay, so do we now understand what the stock market is? Questions are not rhetorical. Yes? Do we understand what a stock is? And do we understand how the stock market works? Alright? That's good. If not, again, if there are any questions, please. Okay, so I answer definitively no, because the agent that you deal with is not explicitly the Jamaica Stock Exchange. It's the broker. However, the Jamaica... Exactly.
Just for...
There are 4 entities basically acting in the entire stock market. Well, there is 5 because there is the FSC as well. And they're the oversight agency. So again, five agencies. But for
I don't know what really is stocks. I don't know. The company, the value of the company breakdown would be stocks in units. So the value of the company value is 100 million. So all of it would be breakdown into units, which is a share in the company. And so that is really, those units would be really the stocks.
Yes and no. Here's why I say that. Yes, those units are called the shares of the company. Alright? And we use the term stock and share. His question was if you have a company and the company has a value, which most of them do, and the shares are derived by breaking down that value, dividing it by whatever price they ascribe to the individual shares. So we can do a work example, okay? But let's say, for example, your company is valued at $1 billion, and you want to do an IPO. What you have to do is you have to come up with a share price. Alright? And then the share price will determine how many shares you come to market. Still though, the stock represents your ownership of the company. So think about, for example, the title of your house or the title of a car. What do they signify or what do they show? The owners, right? It's the very same thing if you own shares. So the shares are simply certificates, and by the way, this is an actual image of Coca-Cola's share certificate. I do have a sample of a share certificate for RGR. I mentioned earlier I'm a shareholder, so I actually went to the stock exchange and requested a physical certificate, which you can do, but again, only in the older companies. So you won't be able to get a share certificate for your Fontana shares or your Wilton shares. Okay? But in much the same way that the titles depict the owners and show the ownership interest of the asset, being your house or your car, the stock or the share, which is what this is. So every time I say stock or share, I want you to think about this. Alright? And it represents your ownership interest in the company. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in and of itself. So now we can look about, we now understand what the stock market is. Yes? It's a place where you can go and buy stocks. We now understand what a stock is. It's a certificate that represents your ownership interest in a company. Alright? But how does the stock market actually work? The stock market, again, works like any other market. It is driven by supply and demand. There are suppliers, there are the customers, and there are transactions in between. Now, this graph can look a little bit complicated, but essentially what you need to understand is that every market follows this basic structure, in that there is a supplier who has something that they're selling, and they deliver it through whatever delivery channels that they use. They have persons who make provisions for them. You as the customer will procure the goods and services from the supplier, and the business relationship is one that is circular, provided you're a repeat customer. Alright? So the stock market works in pretty much the same way. I have used here, again, we have text. My apologies for this. The share price going down, why is it a cause of concern? Should it not then be an opportunity for you to even buy more of the shares? But I can tell you that psychologically that is not the thought process. Alright, so on the more positive side of things, in terms of capital appreciation, Barrington Investments returned 611% last year alone. And there's actually an article on Caribbean Value Investor with the top 10 best performing stocks for 2018. There are also the top 10 worst performing ones in that article as well. But yeah, this slide is here to show you what is possible in terms of capital appreciation. That's why it's there. And now let's talk about the negative side of things, which the risk. The first one being portfolio loss. And notice I didn't say capital loss. What I mean by portfolio loss is that every one of you who bought QWI is now experiencing a portfolio loss on that investment. True or not true? True? The stock came out at, who remembers? 135 for non-JAMP shareholders and about 125 for JAMP shareholders. No matter which one of them you were, because the stock trades at $1.10 now. Alright? So that's a portfolio loss. Remember though, this might be a buying opportunity. I will disclose that I did not buy QWI's IPO, but I bought the stock on Friday at $1.16. So I use that as an opportunity to buy the stock below its IPO price. And I will also tell you that there are many opportunities created in the market when you have IPOs. And they're not necessarily the IPOs themselves. Does that make sense? So,
question.
Sure.
If you were to just look at the chart itself before making an investment, what are the determinants that we should recognize this would be a good investment or good to purchase with this company?
Thank you for the question. We're answering that in session 3. Alright? But there are quite a few things you want to look at in terms of using charts. So one of the main things is actually the volume trading. And I only say that because I know we're going to go in depth in session 3. Okay? But I'm already over the time in terms of this presentation. So I'll just expose you to some of the different philosophies in terms of investing. And we're starting with what an investing philosophy is. So an investing philosophy is basically a set of guidelines, a set of rules that you use Alright, so now I'm going to use my big mouth. Yes, the mic guy. But where was I? Investing philosophy, what is it? So it's basically a set of rules, a set of guidelines that you use to determine which stocks you buy, when you buy them, and at what price. Alright, so that's what your investing philosophy entails. And there are many different philosophies. The purpose of it is such that you have a standard procedure in terms of making your investment decisions, such that you are not swayed by your emotions. And I will tell you, the moment you start investing your own money, your emotions become high for some reason. Alright? the different investment philosophies that exist out there, and again we'll talk a little bit more about these in session 2 and 3. But you have the short-term trader or the day trader, who are the IPO flippers in the room. Okay, it's been working for you? It hasn't been working for you? It has, good. And I can attest to that. That's not my philosophy, hence I didn't buy into QWI IPOs, and in fact quite a few others. There's a growth investor which is looking to buy into companies that have an exponential growth opportunity in front of them. We call that a long runway. So one good example of that is, at least based on my analysis, is the lab. Does anybody remember the prospectus of the lab, or at least the key points of it? That question can get lengthy, so I'll make that one rhetorical. But go back and look at the prospectus of the lab. What they wanted the money to do, what their intentions for it was, and what the potential for the business was, if they were able to execute on those plans. Then there is the value investor. I can speak on that one for days. Then there is the technical trader who uses the charts, as you mentioned, or they use different key indicators. And then finally, there are various mixed philosophies. So there is the short-term value investor. There is the growth-oriented day trader. Different philosophies like that. So it's the onus is on you to actually become aware of what the different philosophies are, and most importantly, to develop your own investment philosophy. Alright? Because you know yourself better than almost anybody who is out there that's going to be giving you information or insights on the market. For example, you know that you're not comfortable seeing your money in the bank go from $100 to $99. A value investor doesn't mind that. Alright? In fact, sometimes when value investors buy stocks, we pray that they go down. Does that make sense? No? Probably not. No. But I want to buy as much of this company as possible. And I want to buy it as cheap as possible. Hence, I want it to go down. Alright? Okay, these are simple. But this is literally the last slide. So what are the skills you need for success in the stock market? I'm going to skip the exposition on all of them. Reading, but it's not just reading. It's not just reading something and then forgetting it. It's looking at the implications of whatever you're reading. So for example, you, Andrew, mentioned that if, for example, Wisconsin was listed at the time that the fire happened for the warehouse, this happened in 2018. No, it was 17. It was 17. They listed in 2018. So it was 2017. But the implication of that is that inventories were destroyed. The company now has to expend money to get its operations back on track. There would have been disorientation within the staff. There would have been disruptions in operations. Mind you, we seem to actually gain a lot of money from that. Alright? So even though that happened because of insurance. Alright? And there's at least one person in here who can tell you all about insurance and the importance of it. Alright? Next skill, networking. You will never have all the information as it relates to your companies. Whatever company you buy, you'll never ever have all the information. And so it's important to network with like-minded people. It's important to network with other people who are in the market, who are in the industry. It's sometimes even important to network with the taxi man, because he has more insight into certain things than you do. Alright? Thank you very much. And no, you say that casually, but I was in a presentation with Mark Chisholm, who is the CEO of Sagicor Cayman. Vice President. Thank you, Mika. Mika is from Sagicor. And he was saying that he literally did that exercise. So he parked his car and took a taxi to New Kingston just for the experience. Mind you, you say now, you again. Did it for the experience. And I'm sure he gained some insights from the taxi man, if not from the operation of how the taxi business operates. So now when somebody say wanna move, you know me wanna move. Right? Simple math, it's literally addition, subtraction, multiplication. It can be far more complicated. We're using derivatives and all of that, but you don't really need to get into that to be successful in the stock market. Warren Buffett said that if you have a IQ of over 130, how many of you know your IQ? You should do a test. If you're here, it means that it's over 130 though. Alright? But what he's saying is that if it's over 130, you can give away the rest of it because you don't need it to be successful in the stock market. Warren Buffett is a very lazy investor. And I say he's a lazy investor, but he's not a lazy man. Because Warren Buffett reads at least 500 pages every day. Alright? But he's a lazy investor in that it's very hard to get Warren Buffett to invest in something. Objectivity, remember we talked about emotions and the implications of that. And then lastly, which is the most important one, is patience. Even if you know everything about the company, you have to be willing to wait until it reaches the price. I want to say that these are skills that women tend to excel at. And if you were supposed to do a survey of the room, you might notice that there are actually more females in here than males. It's not a bias, right? But there's a whole lot of things happening in regards to that. For example, there were more women investing in Wigdon than men. And there are now more women attending the seminars and the conferences put on by the JC than men. Alright? I have a theory about that, but I won't get into it unless I get into trouble with the trustees. Alright? And then these are just some tools that Carrigan Value Investor has developed to help you to invest in the stock market. So this is a compound interest calculator. The link is there. It actually escaped me to actually put the link in the group, but I will do that immediately after this session. Right? And that's again, these are just screenshots showing you how to use it. We also have a target exit calculator. The target exit calculator is that tool that we've developed that will tell you how much you are really paying for the shares and how much you need to really sell them at in order to make whatever desired profits you have. And we'll do an example of that. Alright, this is a really useful tool. It can save you money, it can make you money. These are the screenshots of it. It currently exists as an Excel sheet. Alright? And then finally, the key takeaways, which I've been having you repeat over the course of this presentation. First one being, the stock market is just a market. You can go there and look. You can go on the JSC website any point of the day, any time of the night, and just look at what stocks are going for. You don't have to buy anything. You can go to, how many of you went to the Waterloo branch of Fontana? More than I expected. Much of you buying anything. Treat the stock market exactly the same way. So go there and look and be like, ooh, XCP is at 200, or ooh, Grayscale is listed. But if you don't know enough about the company, and if you're not confident in what the valuation is, where the price is, and more importantly, if it doesn't fit into your investment philosophy, this is not a recommendation. But don't buy the stock. Alright? And I'm a shareholder in Grayscale, so I'm not saying don't buy Grayscale. Alright? But consider these things when you make your investment decision. And then, what is the stock? The stock is literally a piece of paper. It's like the title of the company. And well, it's one part of the title. You ask about that splitting of the shares. So you take the market cap of the company, you divide it up, which one? So let's say is worth, well, firstly, when you are incorporating your company, you can choose an arbitrary number of shares. So when we incorporated CVI, CVI has CVI has 100 shares. However, CVI's valuation is 10 million Jamaican dollars. It's not for sale. Alright? So, we have 100 shares, company is valued at $10 million, and we can work out how I can actually show you how we arrived at the $10 million. You work out? You want to see how I arrived at CPI's valuation? That's an extensive thing, because I'll tell you the process. What we do is we look at the company's revenue, its current market share, as well as the potential of the company into the future. So we use what we call a discounted cash flow model. And has anybody seen what a discounted cash flow model looks like? Alright, it's not something you do in 10 or 15 minutes. Alright? But that's how we arrived at the value. So what would be the value of each share of CVI? So you would take the company's worth, which is the 10 million, divided by the number of shares in the company, and that will tell you that each CVI share is worth $100,000. Okay? And by the way, that's the very same procedure that they use for most companies when they're coming to the market. Who remembers Caribbean Property Value Fund? That was the one that came out the same time as Sachi Personally. Yes, Edmund. Sure, this one. It's Edmund. That's what they did. So they took the total value of the real estate that they own, divided by the number of shares that they have, factoring to determine whether or not it pays a dividend. And importantly, no company is obligated to pay a dividend. This is irrespective of whether or not you have ordinary shares or preference shares. Even the preference shareholder is not entitled to a dividend. Alright, so here you're seeing that this is a dividend declaration, and companies will do this both on their website and through the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So this one basically is saying that Scotia Group has advised the board of directors, who makes the decision as to whether or not the dividend is paid, pass the resolution that an interim dividend of 51 cents be paid to on each stock unit of the paid-up capital of the company, and I'll explain what that means later on. But in effect, what they're saying is that each shareholder will get 51 cents for each share that they have. Alright? Is this understood? Yes. Awesome. And lastly, the dividend is an actual check that the company draws. Now, more companies are now allowing you to just deposit the dividends directly into your bank account. I am a little bit old school. I like to get checks in the mail along with the bills, so I tell them to still send the checks. And I have some examples of them here. Well, the envelopes. And then the second method is through capital appreciation.